finished on time. I know it's a little later. So welcome to DIY Directorship. We're so glad you're here. It's Sunday, September 30th. And we have 3 director promotions that happened since Friday. And so I want to congratulate, if you'll wave. I know you're all muted, but Bobby Brantley, wave, yay! Woo-hoo. And Linda Chiriboga, woo-hoo. And Amanda Bonham, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Bring out the red clappers for directorship. So congratulations, you guys. We're super excited. And we know that there are more promotions coming out of this group this next month and 2. So yay. So last week you had Amanda share, which was awesome. And we also had Donna work on overcoming objections and how to handle objections and words to say. So in case you came across some new objections this last week, we'll give some more time for that tonight. If you have something that you want to shout out at me to handle, I'll try. I'll do my best. And then we're going to have Bobby Brantley, who promoted to director last Friday to director. And so Bobby's going to share some changes that she made and in her systems or work habits and things that helped her really focus on recruiting and developing into directorship. So Bobby, take it away. Unmute on the bottom left corner of your screen, and I'm going to mute so we continue to get a good recording. Thanks.
Okay. So some of the changes that I made was just being consistent in making my contacts. I was very blessed to have 2 new consultants actually join us at conference this year. And because of that, there were 3 KIT credits that we received. And so they've been excited about their business since we came back. I was excited and inspired. And we all added another team member through the KIT credit. And actually one of them recruited a person, and I actually used one of my new, I actually recruited 2 people, but I used one of the KITs because my new consultant said she couldn't find anyone. And I was like, we got to use that KIT. So actually I found another person. And what changed even in training them was I told them that they had to have 4 parties in September no matter what. And one of the things that Becky had said to me was, well, they don't know. You can make it whatever you want it to be. So I made it what I wanted to be. And so even times when I was not, I was making contacts, but not making, getting bookings or getting bookings in November and that kind of stuff. I just kept on plowing through, trying to get orders. And I think my attitude is different now just because I expect a no. And so I don't get down from that no, I just keep on pushing. So it's an attitude change. I believe that is a driving force. And I'm building my team to what I want it to be. And it's so very exciting to see everyone has stepped up. I could not have done this without them, because at some point I was concerned whether or not I was going to even make the 750. but I exceeded that. But I had to really push to get even to the 750. And we are now, I think, over $6,000 in team sales. And I know that 2 of my new consultants still have parties to submit.
That's awesome.
So everybody has earned will be earning the cooler. Some of them, a couple of them are, if they, of the 3 recruits, they're either gonna make their 1250 in the first 30 days or very close to it, to making that. So they should.
Great. Anything else, Bobby?
I'm just so excited because I was inspired by them. It's funny because to see them, it's really to see them achieve and be excited and make videos, do live videos and do things and stepping outside of their comfort zone. It just made me more inspired. So just that team, and I could not have done it without them.
Awesome. Awesome. So Bobby, congratulations again. It's really
Thank you.
great. We're so happy for you. And I want to go back to a few things that you said just to make some comments on them. I thought that your attitude shift in expecting the no instead of letting the no get you down and make you hesitant to make that next contact is excellent. Because, you know, think of how many times those telemarketers hear no, or, you know, we're not even telemarketers. So we know we have something that people are interested in, or we wouldn't be calling them because they've been to parties, they like the product, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So I think that was really great. And I loved when you said you're building your team to be what you want it to be. Inspirational leadership. In other words, you know that people having 4 shows is great. And here's the thing that I think triggered a change. When people came home from conference and had those free kits to give away, we didn't want to just give it to anyone. We said to people, you can have my free kit. Or I interviewed them, as long as, you know, you're in this for the business, you know, that kind of thing. And so I think asking people at the start, are you in this for the business? You know, I can train you as a consultant, or, you know, with just a few more tips and hints and things along the way, I can train you as a director. Are you interested in making a cash bonus? You know, where are you with that? So you don't have to make it be like it's a whole different program for them to go to directorship, because it's still doing the same things, you know, booking and selling and recruiting, that kind of thing. So I love that you said that you talked to them about 4 shows were a must to get started, that you really want them to have a great start and building the team how you wanted it to be. And I love that you're not working to minimums, because, you know, working to minimums is a dangerous place to be. And so I know when you said the 750, and I know now that you're well over that. But the thing with working to minimums is then excuses come into play. And we all know that you can either make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both at the same time. So to not work to minimums and you're leading your team towards not working to those minimums is great. And how excited you are for them is awesome. Yes. I know I think I told a story in here at one point about how you felt after you had your biggest party and you were driving home. Probably, I mean, I still remember, you know, I turned the music up, I put the windows down a little bit, I'm singing, and I'm a horrible singer because I was so excited about the high party, right?
Right.
And that excitement is tenfold when you help someone else have their highest party. So I love that you were catching that bug. I think that's awesome. So congratulations. So happy for you. Have my red clappers for all 3 of you. And I'm imagining that we'll get to hear from Linda next call, hopefully. So we had Amanda last week, and we'll try to spread that out for our last call. So there's 2 things that I wanted to talk about tonight, and then I'll open it up for any objections that you're hearing that you want some help with, or questions. Just Q&A with a National Executive Director, and just take and answer those. But I wanted to talk about a strong start for October. So tomorrow starts October. Of course, you want to get everything in that you have to get paid on, because you want your paycheck. So close things out you need tonight, get those submitted, get them in, and then tomorrow to start. So Bobby said something else during her talk about she was consistent in making contacts, and that changed. So tomorrow's October 1st, and as we started out this program, we said 25 was the minimum. We wanted you to do 10 a day, 10 contacts a day, minimum of 25 for the week. So whether if September was what you wanted it, awesome, congratulations. And if it wasn't, then start October, changing October tomorrow, okay, with whatever you want. And now, so 2 things. First, go to your calendar. Mark off where you're going to make, in a block of time, mark off each day for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. It won't take that long to make some contacts. Maybe an hour, or call it a power hour, but it doesn't have to be an hour. But first, identify the time that you're going to spend each day this week to make those contacts consistently, okay? Then the next thing, go ahead and script out what you want to say. It's just going to be like 2 to 3 sentences, not going to be super long. So just kind of get out what you want to say. There's all kinds, if you're texting or messaging, which I think most of you are because we don't really reach people by phone a lot anymore. Or when I leave a message, I always follow up with a text. Hey, just left you a message. After you listen, let me know what you think, or let me know. But some text, so we can talk about those. Who on the call here today has something that you standard use to reach out to people that you could share in a text? What are like just a couple sentences? Okay, so whoever just joined by phone on 859 number, we're just getting feedback. So because you're lighting up here, if you could mute, that would be great, unless you want to share with us what your text words are.
No, I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out how to mute it. My computer went crazy again, Becky. Hang on a minute.
No problem, Carolyn. If you're on an iPhone, you can just use your mute button, or I think you can use *6. I'm not 100%.
I'm on a regular house line. Let me see what I can do here.
*6. But it's okay. If you're quiet, we're fine. It's no problem. Okay, so some words that you might reach out and say. Amazing time of year to host a party. Less than 3 months away from the holiday, something like that. Unheard of, special, or would love to share. So I'm just throwing out, you're not going to say all of this. I'm just throwing out words so you can find what fits for you, okay? Amazing bonus with our new quick cooker. Thought of you. Can I send the flyer? Or I'm sending the flyer attached. Take a look. I'll check back, or take a look and let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, so include, y'all know how to get a text picture of that, I'm sure, but if you don't, just go to the app on your phone, Pampered Chef app, under news, get the flyer, take a screenshot, smush it up, crop it, and then use that. Another thing, your theme party that you're going to be doing, whatever your theme party is. Delicious new salsa chicken taco bar. Would love to share with you and your friends how to get this done in 20 minutes. Thought of you. Sound great? Question mark? All right, come on, someone else share something. I'm just sharing the things that I've texted before, but y'all have to have something. Y'all are texting.
Hey, Becky.
Thanks, Linda.
I just moved to Virginia, so I'm still working on making contacts. So I'm doing a lot of virtual parties. So I'll text something along the lines of, my next group of virtual parties start October 7th. It's an amazing host special and a great time right before the holidays. Can I count you in?
Love it. Easy. And I love that you're nailing down the date, or you're offering a date right then and there.
Right.
All right. Love it. Who else can share something? Anyone else? Y'all are getting shows. I've seen them.
Is this unmuted now?
Yes. Go ahead, Carolyn.
All right. This is Carolyn. I did a fair yesterday, and I booked 3 parties from the fair. And it was a very low attendance on this fair, that because it was such a nice day and everybody was out doing something else, we didn't have as many people at this fair as they thought they were going to have. but I booked 3 parties and I sold some stuff while I was there. And so that was good. And I have all these people that I have to call back this week or next, depending on when they told me to call them back for more parties. And all I did was just simply tell them Christmas is coming, and I don't know how you like to wait in line, but I don't like to wait in line for anything. Drives me crazy. So if you're out Christmas shopping, you're waiting in line to pay for stuff. And if you're here shopping at the leisure of your own home, or you're here, even if we do a virtual party, you can shop with your pajamas on. I don't really care. And you're going to be able to save the lines. And so some people like that. And so I booked some parties. So that was good.
I love it, Carolyn. Thanks so much for sharing, and that you're doing booths, because if you're not doing booths, you guys might need to look into some booths for some new, this is a perfect time of year to be doing that. So during your contact time, make sure if you've only got like 20 or 30 minutes, do contacts first, but then you might spend another 20 minutes or so and find some fairs or booths in your area. You can find them by searching on Facebook. You can find them by searching your community sites, that kind of thing. Jen, were you going to share? I saw your hand go up. You want to share something? Go ahead.
One of the I got 2 parties from this. I just said, hey, have you seen the new quick cooker? What do you say we do a quick fix meals party and serve up an apple crisp or s'mores cake for dessert with a Halloween theme in October? And then I put, check out this video and let me know what you think. And then I attached a video, the YouTube video with the quick cooker. So I got 2 bookings for October.
Jen, woohoo! Hey, Jen, since that's something that you can copy and paste or take a screenshot of, could you post that in the DIY group for us?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so these are all great ideas. So just find what works for your personality. So the first thing is identify the times for this week. Daily, consistent. Bobby said consistent. The second thing is that we just talked about what to say or what to type on a text or a message. And the third thing is who to call, who to contact. So go back to anybody that ordered from a virtual party. Go back, especially I would just start last week and work your way back because they're the most recent, and contact through the texts or the messenger. If you're their friend, they'll get it. And then, so there's all kinds of things. Then you could go to last year. If you were here last year, you could go to all your hosts that hosted last fall, September, October, November, December, with the new catalog, new products, holiday shopping, all the reasons that they booked last year, ready to do it again, renew their past host discount, that kind of thing. Maybe even ask your January, February hosts so that they could renew and have it before the holidays. And then they can get half-price items at all the bookings from their party that come after the holidays. So a lot of different ideas of who to call. But here's the secret, is it's not a secret. It's the same thing over and over. So when tomorrow comes and it's October 1st, it's just starting again the process, the system of making sure that you have what you need for October. And if you start early, then you can say, I have openings October 7th, starting October 7th, or I have 2 show dates, October 6th and 8th, if you'd like the live or cooking party or whatever. And then if they say no, by the time you back out a week and a week and a week, you're still in October, okay? So then you can offer into November if they need to or whatever. But that's why you want to start early each month. And then a good goal to have is to, by the 15th of October, to already have November booked. And that's a goal to get into, to start processing so that, or at least 75% booked. So if you want 8 parties, then that means having 6 of them booked, 6 November parties booked by October 15th. Now again, because you're just starting this process, you've got to front load October and keep going and adding. But as a result, if they won't, the latest you'll probably be booking out is early November. Okay? So I hope those help. The second thing I want to talk about is the Strong Start for your new consultants and team members that you all are recruiting on this DIY program. And that is to be sure to a couple of things. So I'm going to start a group chat for my September new consultants, and that means in Messenger, a group chat of those new consultants and their recruiters, okay? So that means they're all kind of at the same point, and that way if they have questions for the group, they're all hearing the same questions. If you have a team that's promoting, so like I know the Donaldson team is going to be working on, Cindy's team is going to work on promoting in October. So what we'll do is I'll make a messenger group of all of Cindy's team with Cindy in it, of course, so that we're both kind of tag teaming, maybe answering questions and responding and helping them, feel that team unit. So, that's for a team that's wanting to promote. If you've got 2 new consultants, just put them in a group chat so that you're asking, hey, right now we want it tomorrow, this week, when are your contacts? Just go through these. What times, we'll identify what times you'll make contacts, identify what you're going to say, here are some ideas, and identify who we're going to call. What ideas do you have? And then they'll throw out, I'm going to call, my dentist and my doctor's office and my nail person and whatever. So they'll all be throwing out ideas, and you start to build a unit just between them. Okay. So if any of you can do that with your teams that are developing and trying to get them going, and then that way you can say tip of the day or tip of the week and share something with them right away that they'll get, because people are in so many groups, they're not looking at groups as much. Okay. So that, along with following the Strong Start program, the 4 calls, at least getting through the first call is where you deliver a lot of information. The second, and really find out their why and what they want and set up the program with them. The second call is a lot about host coaching, but the first call I tell them, you know what, we can do training and everything else, but none of it's going to matter if we don't get shows on your calendar. So let's just talk about how we're going to get those shows on your calendar. And we want 4 to 6 in the next, 2 to 3 weeks. I can start a virtual party for you next week, or the end of this week. And you can take the posts that I make and copy them into 2 more virtual parties at the same time. So you're posting for them and their launch party, and then they're taking and copying into their own parties, kind of thing. So to help them get qualified. So there's so much more we could do on Strong Start, but I know that we're closing in on 30 minutes. So I just wanted to make sure that you are launching your October, starting tomorrow, how you want to, and keeping the systems going of 10 contacts a day, no less than 25 a week. And then working on your Strong Starts for your new consultants so that you're building excitement and a business with what you're bringing in. Okay? So I'll open it up now for Q&A and take and answer any questions that you have. It can be objections that you're hearing, or it can be questions about Pampered Chef or the company. Or, I've been around a long time. I like to say I started when I was 10, but we all know that's not true. Would have been illegal. But I'm happy to take any questions that you have. So I know y'all are just unmuting all at once, but don't be afraid to just unmute and jump in and ask something.
I have a quick question.
Sure. Who's talking? I can't. Oh, Amanda.
So for every consultant underneath me, oh, thanks, kid. Do you get, even let's say Sally underneath me, do I get a $10 bonus for her girls being active? Or is it just the girls directly underneath me?
Okay. So I'm going to share a couple of things. So first of all, we just did a thing. First of all, everybody in your personal team, you receive an activity bonus for. So to answer your question, if they're in your personal team, when you're a director, you get a $10 activity bonus each month. That's a management fee, kind of, sort of, for, helping people. So, and then I'm going to share something that I want everyone to on here, just because you're all leaders and future leaders. You're all leaders and future upper level leaders. To really try to use the words our and us, like for example, our team and we and us, rather than my or me or underneath me. Just say on our team kind of thing, because I think that it just helps build more of a community. And I always feel like we're all a team. So just as a part of inspirational leadership, I would just, start calling it our team, Amanda. And do you?
And that's what I do. I just wanted to explain it so like you understood what I was asking.
Yes. And do you guys have a team name? Did you pick one yet?
We are Team Fierce.
Oh, I like it. Good job. Yes. So you get a $10 activity bonus for every active member of your personal team. It doesn't matter if they're a direct recruit or an indirect recruit. As long as once there's a director between you and them, then there's your first gen and there's not an activity bonus.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that clear? Oh, sure. Anytime.
Yep.
What else can I answer?
This age thing is really something else because I had a question, but I completely forgot what it was. I was listening to Amanda's question. I had unmuted myself, but it's like, I don't know what I was going to ask.
I'm so glad. I hate to say misery loves company. I'm glad to hear that someone else has that happen besides me.
Maybe it'll come to me before we get off.
Sure. How about questions on directorship, director benefits? And maybe you all know those already.
I have a question, Becky.
Chef history?
This is Carolyn. What does the average director make a month?
That's such a good question, Carolyn. And if you look at, oh gosh, I thought I had an older brochure that shows some of those numbers, ranges, those change. And the reason it's hard to pinpoint an actual average is because there are directors that have 5 team members, and at the same level directors, there are directors that can have 100 team members.
Oh, okay.
Because
So you really can't tell then. Okay.
Well, they could have roll-ups. They could have, like if I look at the size of our personal team and that belonged to a director, the personal team, people come and go. So it's hard to say. I can share with you from our organization. In our organization, the issue organization, our senior directors make about $60,000 a year.
Okay.
Senior directors. So I would say, if you wanted to take about half of that, say advanced directors were, 30 to 40, and directors were in that 20 to 40 range. And my first year I wasn't a director the whole year. I was only a director the last 5 months.
Okay.
4 months. I made in the last 4 months. So I made $14,500. And then the second year, so I was consultant and director. And the next year I was director and advanced, and I made 40.
Okay.
So.
All right. I was just trying to get a feel for it. I didn't know what we were looking at here.
Yeah. It's big. It's
okay.
30-ish would be, 20 to 30.
Okay.
25 to 30. Okay. So good part-time money, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Thank
Great.
you.
You're welcome. Okay. How about another question?
I have a question. This is just about promotion. Tomorrow's October 1st. In the past, there's been bundles for for holiday shopping. Do you know, are we going to have those?
I think you'll see lots of greatness tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes. I think you'll see some things that you like. Yes, meaning I think you'll see all the holiday things and different.
Okay.
You'll see, because October is typically the launch of that stuff. But I don't know what. So I think just, be sure to check your emails and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I did see that there's an incentive for metal straws, which I just bought a bunch of metal straws.
Really? Where did you see that?
I don't know if it came in an email or something.
No,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't remember seeing it.
It was announced back.
It's online.
Oh, good.
It's like, really? You didn't tell me, Becky.
Maybe
You
they'll
didn't
do
make a
the
mistake.
turkey gift certificates again.
What?
I said maybe they'll do the turkey gift certificates again.
Oh, I don't know. What
Oh.
year was that? Golly.
I do
That
remember
was,
that.
that was a while back, but
Yeah,
that was always
yeah.
fun.
You know, it's just such a fun thing. So here's the thing that you want to always help your people keep their eye on, and your team members, including yourself, is okay. This is really fun because I get to earn all these bonuses. I get to do all these things, but keep your eye on what you are earning income wise and what that's going towards, because it's easy for your income to just come in and get funneled into your family's stream. And then you don't even realize, gosh, I really did earn $2,000 last month, or $1,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or whatever it is. And then you don't, it's like, oh my gosh. So I want you to really keep, you know, as recruiters and leaders, this is really important that you keep your eye on what this is doing for your family, so that you can share your story from the heart, you know, like, and share a couple other people's stories. So like real quick, I know it's 9:30. Can y'all stay on for like 5 more minutes? Okay. But if we went around this room right here, we're all in a room. If we went around and had you share what's one thing that your Pampered Chef business has given to your family or to you from the income, what would it be? Could y'all share something real quick? Because it's important to share your story, but it's also important to share others. Like, this is for me, but you might be looking at it for blank, blank, or blank. And I think it's good for you to be able to share why other people are building a Pampered Chef business if you're going to continue to recruit. Okay? So like, what has it done or given to you guys? Jen, you're at the top of my screen. You're top left. You can ask Jen. All right. What is it?
We've been able to go on really good vacations, whether it's with Pampered Chef or we take the Visa gift card or cash and go on our own. And it's helped financially.
Okay, great. With the flexible, because you need it flexible.
And it's flexible. I can work around my kids' all of their activities.
Good. Okay, great. What else?
I could tell you, and this is, I really appreciate being pampered. And I could tell you when my business was down, it was a long time in between pedicures. And so,
Okay, good.
so just some things just to pamper myself, just have that extra income to be able to do that.
All right, great, good. Linda, how about you? What's it done for your family? Income.
Well, for me, as a widow of 9 years and a single parent, it's allowed me to still not have to work a 9-to-5 job or 8-to-5 job. So definitely the flexibility and just the income is what I needed. And then the Disneyland trip, they love that, the kids. So
how special that was. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. It sounds like you're really handling being the mom, doing, yes, good for you. Yeah, what a blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
No problem.
Okay, how about Kristen? You're next on my screen.
It's allowed me to do all of the extras, stay at home with the kids when they were little, and now that they're older, the flexibility is great, and earning money to pay for college.
College. So see, starts out as vacations or needs, and then goes to college bills. That's great. Okay. Cindy, how about you?
I know financially it helps pay for my flood insurance, which is fairly high because I've had a couple of flooding incidents. So it's just it's nice to be able to use that money to not think about anything else. That's just there to pay for that. And then allowing me to do all of the other things I do, and then I can still do this when it fits in my schedule. So I really appreciate that a lot about this job.
Great expenses and flood insurance. I know it's high, but it's not something I ever considered. So that's good. So insurance, you know, people might need to pay for medical insurance now and different things, and this could even be that, or bills. Tammy Johnson, how about you, hon? What has your income enabled your family to do?
Become debt free.
Oh, nice. Very good. Excellent. So you guys can share these things. Whether you're needing insurance, health or house, and those high costs, you want to become debt-free, you want to pay for your kids' college, or you want to be able to take your family on great trips. Courtney, how about you? Or
The vacation, vacation this year was able to be paid for by the income that I got from Pampered Chef, but also the emergency fund. We never were able to have an emergency fund and had a refrigerator go out, and both cars needed tires and brakes all within the same month. So it was nice to be able to pay for that with my Pampered Chef income.
Oh gosh, no kidding that this was a blessing. I'm sorry that happened. It sounds like you were very fortunate to have this. And, the people on this screen now can say, I have a friend, that was even keeping this as an emergency fund. And lo and behold, the refrigerator, and tell the story. So you might find yourself needing that. So it's good to know, always connect with why you're doing this and what this is providing, and then be able to share other people's stories as well. And I think we have one more. And you're on the phone, Carolyn, so I didn't see your face here, but do you want to share what you've done with some of your Pampered Chef money?
Well, you know what? We have a lot of grandchildren, and I love spending time with those little guys and the big guys that are growing up so fast. And it means a lot to us to be able to just do different things with the grandkids, whatever, it just all kinds of things we're able to do with them. And that's fun. And that's what we like to do. So yeah, that's what we like to do.
How beautiful. And I have people that are doing it to have the money to go visit, be able to fly and visit their grandkids whenever they want to. So that's always a great story. So as you start your October month tomorrow, reconnect with why you're doing this and the story of why some other people are that you've just heard stories, or other people that so you can be ready to share a couple of ideas and not just your own, okay? Because you never know who you're going to touch in your audience, whether it's your host or people at a party, live, cooking, or virtual. And then the last thing is to go ahead and set up your time, what to say and who to contact, and your time to make the contacts, what to say and who to contact for your contacts this week. And we'll have one more call next week. So, those of you on here are really growing, and I appreciate you making the calls and making the time. And I think you're seeing some of the results. And I know other people will be listening to the recording too. So thanks for your time. It's been really fun. And I hope that this was helpful to you tonight as well. Okay?
All right. Thanks,
All right.
Becky.
Thank you. Congratulations again, new director.
Thanks, Becky.